So it's always been, as we go through, what's your next goal? What are you working toward? There's never a time to plateau. There's always somewhere to go. There's always somebody pushing with you for that same goal. Because when you are part of such a big organization, there's always somebody pushing for the same thing as you. So if you don't have a success partner yet, get one. That's key to your growth and development as a coach, because it's going to be something that will push you when you need pushed. And then also it's going to help you figure out exactly what kind of goal you want, if that makes sense, and figure out what success means to you. And don't feel like you're stuck with a success partner. I think I have like 7 success partners, okay? Because they help in different ways, and we help each other in different ways move our business forward. So don't feel like you only need one. Now I have several that I mesh better with than others, and we help each other in different ways. But definitely get yourself set up with a success partner, because Elite probably wouldn't have happened last year without the push of a success partner. So just keep that in mind as you're hearing me speak today. It's all about your why, having it be big enough, and also getting a success partner that shares your vision and shares your vision for your team. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my PowerPoint here. I'm a very visual person, so I like to always have something to look at to guide myself, as well as you guys, so you have something to look at too. So when I became a coach, the leadership ladder was non-existent. And I was that coach. If you know the personality types, the colors, I'm a blue personality, 100%, but I have very strong red tendencies when I lead my team. I'm a blue person, but I'm also driven by numbers and stats and, goals. And I'm the type of person where it's like, if you want that, just do it. Don't mince words, just do it. And that's a very red personality. So I'm very blue, but I'm very red. The way that I lead my business. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about the what, the why, and the how of the leadership ladder. And I love the leadership ladder because it does that. It gives me breakdowns where I'm at in my business. It tells me where I need to go next, and it tells me what area to focus my business on. So I'm going to break that down for you guys today so that you have a better understanding to know how to move your business forward too, using the leadership ladder. So you don't have to go in there and add up your commissions to see if you've had growth. So you don't have to keep track of your volume month to month. It does it for you. So just a little bit more about me. Christine already shared my stats with you, but first and foremost, I'm a mom and a wife. I have 2 small children. Charlie is Charlotte. We call her Charlie. She's 3, and Harrison is 8 months. And, Harrison was born last September. So when he was born, I just made 2-star. I told myself I need to be 2-star by the time Harrison is born. I got to my 2-star goal, and then we went elite that December. So if you want something, you can do it, okay? You just have to, set your mind to it. Now, I will say I had those diamonds in the rough in place, and I was working with them well before Harrison was born, but you have to be willing to sacrifice quite a bit for your goals if you want them, and it's been worth it 100%. My husband's in the military, so right now he's been gone since the end of, what month is it? Gosh, he's been gone since the end of April. He'll be gone at the beginning. He'll be back at the beginning of June. So I do a lot of stuff by myself. I'm a single mom like 90% of the time because he's gone. He's in and out of training constantly. So my big why is to bring him home, to make sure he's here with our family. And when you're faced with your why every single day, you push a little harder every single day. So if your why doesn't scare you a little bit, make sure you think a little bigger. So I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm a business owner. My background is actually in education. I was a teacher for 3 years before we had our kids when we lived in Tennessee. And I loved teaching. And I thought, that was the perfect job for me. I thought that it was great for meshing with being a mom because I would have time off when my kids did. They could go to the same school that I taught at, all of those things. And then you become a mother and you realize that the work that I was putting in as a teacher for barely making $30,000 a year was nothing in comparison to the time that I was wasting with my children and my family. So go give your teachers a hug because they put a lot of time in and sacrifice a lot of time from their family for your kids' growth and development. And I want teachers like that for my kids, but I don't want to do that for my life. So I thought I had the perfect job. And, I was so blessed to have Beachbody come into my life. I started off with the 21-day fix to lose baby weight from having my daughter. And my why at that point was to lose weight so that I could have my son. Happened. We had Harrison, and I instantly got addicted to the business aspect. I desperately needed something for myself as a stay-at-home mom other than poopy diapers and dirty dishes and vacuuming my downstairs. So coaching gave me that outlet. It gave me something to only have for me. It gave me much needed adult conversation. It allowed me to meet people. I was in a brand new town, didn't know anybody. It allowed me to meet people, to really have great solid connections with them, and allowed me to have some adult time every single day, which is so needed when you are a stay-at-home mom. So I'm a very determined and disciplined, no excuses type of coach. And I don't give up on my goals. They may become a little hazy sometimes. I'm totally human, but I don't lose sight of them. And, I'm a person who I know the end result and I can reverse engineer it and make it reality. So that's about me and, a little bit about me. But now let's dive into the meat of the call, which is the leadership ladder. This is kind of what I'm going to be talking about with the leadership ladder today. I'm going to be talking to you about what it is, why is it important, how does it affect you, how does it help you, and how can you use it to better your business. Because if you are able to understand everything about the leadership ladder, you're going to be able to turbocharge your business, and you're going to be able to teach it to your coaches and allow them to turbocharge their business. And that'll have that trickle-down effect with duplication, which everybody wants in their organization. So first up, what is the leadership ladder? There's a great national wake-up call. I want to say it's probably close to a year old, by Michael Neiman and Jeff Hill, going over the leadership ladder and what it is. So I highly encourage you to go and listen to that call on the leadership ladder, because they're part of the team that thought this up, that had a great part in coming up with the different categories, everything. And the leadership ladder is just a series of benchmarks. All right. It is not the end all and be all, but it's a series of benchmarks that create stable foundation for your business so that it is positioned for growth. We always want to grow our business, right? And when I'm talking to my team, when I'm talking to my leaders, I always tell them, you can't really measure your business from day to day or even from week to week. When you want to look at growth in your business, you need to look month to month and then year to year, 6 months to 6 months, because while you may have a great day and then a really down day, the way that your business is set up, you're allowed to see if you're managing it and having things be effective. What you do now affects your business 2 months from now, not tomorrow. You can invite 50 people today, but you'll probably only hear back from 1 or 2. Where in a month, those people may come around, okay? So what you do today does not affect your business today. It affects it a month from now. So I always tell my team that, and the leadership ladder is the case in point for that. So there are several different categories in the leadership ladder. They're all over here on the side, and I blocked out all the numbers, because if you're anything like me, you would look at that and you wouldn't be listening to anything I was saying, and you would just be reading all the numbers. So I could totally block them off. There are different rungs. There are 5 different rungs on the leadership ladder: business, starter, team builder. I'm not going to read them to you. You guys can all read them. And there are different categories over here on the left-hand side. They calculate your commissions, your success club, your highest paid rank, your personally sponsored coaches with 1 success club point, your weak leg team volume, and your personally sponsored team leaders. And the reason they have these types of things is because they chose those categories because they looked at data. They got together with the coach advisory board, who is a team of coaches that come together and they go, what's going on with Beachbody? What can we do to improve our coaching aspect? They constantly ask us for feedback at Team Beachbody. So they came up with these things because they realized that if people are hitting a certain rank, why are some 5-star diamonds making 6 figures while others are barely making $1,000 a month? All right. The leadership ladder allows you to match your rank with your income. And sometimes your income can be higher than the rank that you hold. Okay. So I want you guys, it allows you to maximize your growth in your business. So before I move any further, does anybody have any questions about any of the categories on the leadership ladder? Don't be shy. I don't mind answering questions at all. Do you guys have any questions on what these categories mean on the leadership ladder? Okay, that's fine. Then we'll keep right on moving. Okay, so why is it important? Why is the leadership ladder so important? It takes the rank and it breaks it apart. You're not just a diamond coach. You're a diamond coach who has certain benchmarks in their business. It gives you a foundation on rock, not on sand. How many of you guys are Wednesday night coaches? You get to Wednesday night and you're sweating. And you're like, oh my goodness, I hope that my rank doesn't drop tomorrow. And I better message this person to make sure that they know that they're going to drop rank tomorrow. Okay. You're built on sand, and we want an organization built on rock so that when Wednesday night comes, you go and you check just to make double sure that everybody's set. And you don't have to do any panics or last minute calls to customers or things like that. All right. The focus is not just on rank. And what I love most about the leadership ladder is it allows you to shoot for maximums in your business. When we become a coach, and I guarantee everybody on this call, if I was like, hey, what do you need to be for Emerald rank? You'd be like, I can tell you that right away. You'd be able to tell me exactly what you need for Emerald rank. Many of you are going to be able to tell me exactly what you need for Diamond rank. All right. You'd be able to tell me the PV that you need to maintain, everything. Those are minimums to maintain that rank. The leadership ladder allows you to shoot for maximums right away. You're not just how many active coaches you have. You're now looking at, okay, in order to be a solid diamond, this is how much money I should be making a month. And this is how many working coaches I should have with Success Club points on the board. All right. How many of us got to Emerald by family members, right? By your spouse and by your best friend. All right. Those are awesome. And it's a huge milestone in your business. But my spouse doesn't work the business. He has a coach account, but he doesn't work the business. My best friend doesn't work the business. All right. She's a loyal discount coach, but they aren't moving my business forward. That's a minimum. All right. Whenever you sign up family members, which we all do it, all right, that allows you to maintain a rank, but it doesn't have any breadth to it. It doesn't have any depth. They are just placeholders, where if you work toward the leadership ladder, you're allowed to really grow your team and then maximize your income as well. Because yes, we are in the helping people business, but we also want to make money, right? We want to maximize our earning potential, and the leadership ladder allows you to do that. So we're going to go through each rung, and we're only going to go up to team leader because I don't think we need to go anything above that. But business starter, when you come in as a brand new coach in the organization, in my Coach Basics, we're not just saying, hey, let's get to Emerald rank. We're saying we're going to become a business starter. This is your first goal in this business. And we talk about Emerald rank and Success Club and all of those pertinent informations. But we also introduce the leadership ladder on the second call that we have with them, talking about this benchmark in your business. Do I show them the entire leadership ladder? Absolutely not. I block it out just like this and show them the first two rungs and show them how they're positioned for growth. Because when you start something new, you want to know that you're doing a good job, right? You need some feedback to know, okay, I did that right. You want some benchmarks to say, did it. Think about when you were in a classroom and your coach laid out great expectations for you about a project. You knew exactly what topics needed covered. You were able to get a checklist to know exactly what was required of you, what things you needed to cover. That's what our new coaches want. And the leadership ladder allows them to go, oh, $100 a month? Got it. Success Club 5, 3 people? Got it. I'm a coach rank. Got it. I'm successful. I'm a business starter. Okay? You now have purpose as a coach. You're not just a coach. You have purpose. You have somewhere to move your business. You have something that tells you you're doing a good job. Okay? You are set up for success. You have something to base it off of. And if you notice, these categories aren't relevant as a business starter. That's why they're not utilized right here. As a business starter, you're doing pretty much minimums in your business. You're hitting your Success Club goals, you're a coach, and you're earning $100 per month. Now, to shoot for maximums in that business, what you could do is go, okay, we not only want to earn $100 per month, we want to pay for our Shakeology. So let's boost that earnings of commissions. So let's make it Success Club 10 instead of Success Club 5. All right. You can take this and then take it and boost up each category. And if you boost up each category, you're naturally going to fall into the next round. But what I want you guys to realize is it sets you up for success. It allows you to really go. I think a lot of times we have the ability to dumb things down for our new coaches, and we don't give them enough credit. they're able to understand this stuff. We just have to show it to them, and we have to be willing to show it to them and talk confidently about it. And, we, don't want to fall victim to, we don't want to overwhelm them too much, which we absolutely don't. But this is something that could be really crucial to their success if they understand it from day one. So that way when they hear it on a training call, they're not blindsided by it. That was, oh yeah, I remember them talking about that on that second week call from coach training. So they have a basis for it to go off of. So the next rung is team builder. You're not just an emerald rank at team builder, okay? And remember, these rungs on the leadership ladder are inclusive. Great, you hit Success Club and you earn $100 a month, but you're a coach rank, that's great. Next rung, if you're not an emerald rank, you can't qualify for team builder, okay? You may have all of these qualifications, but if you don't hit Success Club, you're nothing on the leadership ladder, all right? They are inclusive rungs. And as a team builder level, to be here, you're not built on family and friends, all right? You're not that emerald coach that's your spouse and your best friend. You now have working coaches on your team who are putting one Success Club point on the board at least every month. You have the start of a team, a start of a business here when you hit that team builder rung. And wouldn't it be awesome to have all of our new coaches shooting for that as they come out of coach training? Right? Hit that business starter goal, but no, right out of the gate. Okay, in order to qualify for the business or the team builder rung, you need to start working on getting some coaches to join your team. And you teach them how to recruit coaches, how to ask people to come and join them on their team and on their journey. All right, we get into our weak leg volume. Weak leg and strong leg. You guys know you have a weak leg and a strong leg. The reason the ladder uses weak leg volume is because you are only building that leg yourself. You have no help to build that leg. So your weak leg volume is a true reflection of how you're building your business because your upline is not helping you by putting coaches there. You are responsible for building it. So that's why they measure it with weak leg volume. I remember being on a leadership call with my upline coaches, and they had introduced the leadership ladder, last January, and we were on a call. And, I'm a person, I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. Like I have this under control. Like I was a 1-star qualifying and I was a team builder. All right. I was a team builder because none of my coaches were hitting Success Club or even putting Success Club points on the board. I had one solid diamond who was putting Success Club points on the board. I was a 1-star diamond coach as a team builder on the leadership ladder. And you know why? Because of this category and this category. I had no clue how volume worked, and I had no clue that I needed more coaches hitting Success Club. All right? So there I was, a 1-star diamond as a team builder on the leadership ladder. I never felt so deflated in my life being on that leadership call. And then when Melanie told us some stats about what diamonds make who use the leadership ladder, my jaw hit the floor because I was nowhere near that when she told us those stats. And I'll share that with you here in just a second. But I want you to really take away from this. It's all inclusive. All right. It takes your rank and it breaks it apart. You're not an emerald coach built on family and friends. You're an emerald coach who have coaches underneath of you working the business, putting Success Club points on the board. All right. It's going to make your job easier whenever you have coaches working the business. All right, less work for you. All right, so let's keep going. Team leader rank. Now, team leader is really where it starts to happen. When you hit that team leader rank on the leadership ladder, it is a big milestone in your business. And I'm here to tell you that team leader is the new diamond, 100%. Corporate is recognizing it that way. I would not be surprised that if in the next year they start recognizing rungs on the leadership ladder, rank advancements, not just rank advancements, because when you hit that team leader level, you now have an organization that you're managing. Now, it's not the organization leader, of course, but you're on the brink of that. When you hit that team leader status, you're a diamond rank at least, okay? I'm still a team leader. I'm still working on getting other team leaders underneath of me. That's the next rank qualification, is building my team to team leaders. Okay. Now, here's the thing. It's inclusive, right? So I'm shooting for this organizational leader. Let me expand that. I have everything but this category right here. I'm working for my coaches hitting team leader. So it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes months of work. I remember when I was shooting from team builder to team leader, it took 4 months to really understand volume, how to place coaches, how to maximize my earning potential. And if you understand how to do that, all the other categories are naturally going to increase. If you understand how to place coaches for volume, if you understand how to get your coaches to hit Success Club, get Success Club points on the board, your commissions will naturally increase, and so will your rank, because you're breeding leaders at that point. All right. At the team leader, you're definitely not shooting for minimums anymore. You're shooting for maximums in your business 100%. And not only are you building your team is starting to build their team, because now they understand, oh, I'm almost I'm an Emerald coach and I'm still a business starter. What's wrong? What do I need to improve on? On my team, we have a team builder club, and there are all these people pushing for a diamond who are business starters, who have every category except personally sponsored coaches with 1 Success Club point in the week leg volume. We are not doing a diamond push. We're doing a team builder push. And then they'll transition into our team leader push group, our team leader club, because we want them to understand how to build their business for stability, so then they can teach their new coaches to do the same. All right. They have to understand it. And it's going to take the weight off of your shoulders if you teach your leaders how to do this as well. All right. So team leader is where you really start to get into the groove. That is where you are solid. That is where you understand how things work. If you were able to get your weekly volume to 5,000 a month, then you are set up for success. All right. So here's some stats to back it up. The 2014 Diamonds, when they built up the leadership ladder, they looked at the whole gamut of 2014 Diamonds and then where they were 10 months later. Okay. Well, 10 months later, 40% of them were not diamond anymore. But those who met the qualifications with this team leader rung, 99% of them were still diamond, and 63% of them became star diamonds.
Sorry. Hey, can everybody make sure they're muted? There's a lot of background noise.
Sorry.
That's okay. Thank you. All right. Sorry, Allie.
You're okay. So if you meet the qualifications for team leader, you're automatically going to be set up for growth in this business. All right. Those stats right there are what sold me. There's that red personality coming out to the fore. Those stats are what sold me. That 99% of the people that were still diamond in 2014, 63% of them became star diamond whenever they hit that team leader rung on the leadership ladder. That was huge for me. And this is the stat that made me feel very deflated when my upline shared this with me on a call. She said the diamonds who consistently perform at the team leader level make an average of $2,395 per month. That hit me like a ton of bricks, because there I was sitting at a diamond rank, not making anywhere near that at all, because I wasn't performing at the team leader level. I understood rank. I understood how to get there. I understood how to hit Success Club, but I had no clue how to maximize my earning potential. And the leadership ladder dictated to me where I needed to focus my attention to learn more to maximize my earning potential. Okay, so let's keep moving here. So how does it affect you on this? This can either be the biggest gut check or the biggest kick in the pants you will ever get. All right. For me, it was the biggest kick in the pants and the biggest gut check. It really allowed me to see like, oh, great, I'm wearing this rank. But am I proudly wearing this rank? Am I a rank that is resting easy on Wednesday night? Okay. Making sure that I'm maximizing that earning potential. Then also it shows where your weaknesses are. All right. If you're looking at this leadership ladder and you are here at the team builder level and you're not hitting your 200 team volume per month on your weak leg, well, that's your weakness. That's the area you need to work on. All right. It points out your weaknesses for you. It makes you prepare for the future in this business. There's always another rung to go to. You're shooting for team leader, then you're shooting for organizational leader, and you're shooting for executive leader. And whenever your one business center gets to the rung that you're really good at, you have another business center to work through the rungs as well. It's never ending. There's always somewhere to go. And the best part about this is it makes you proactive versus reactive. You know where you're standing each month as you go through. It keeps track of it for you in your back office, and it gives you last month as a comparison. So you can say, oh, last month I had 8 coaches with Success Club points on the board. This month I have 3. What's going on with my team? I better get in there and motivate them to get some Success Club points on the board. Or, you know, what's going on? My weekly volume is really low this month in comparison to last month. What's happening? And it allows you to dig deeper and solve some problems and be proactive instead of reactive to things happening. So how does it help you better your business? Well, you can see where you're at. You can see where you need to improve on. And now you're able to set goals with purpose. You're able to set, I want to be a team leader, so I need to focus on my weak leg volume. I need to make sure that I increase that. So I better look and make sure that I have my qualifications set for what I need for Diamond and where I need to place coaches in my organization. All right? You always have somewhere to grow in this. There's always a new rung to hit. And once you hit it in your first business center, your second business center has a new rung to hit as well. The best part about this, you can see where your coaches are falling. All right, great. You have 5 diamonds, but if they're all sitting at the team builder or the business starter level, something's wrong. Okay, you need to be able to get your leaders to that team leader category. And this is going to help you see where you need to focus your training and where you maybe need to lead some team calls and maybe educate yourself on some things so you can teach it to them. So here's your call to action. I want you to determine where you fall on the ladder. Where do you fall? Should be easy to find. You can go right in your back office and you can see on your homepage. Then I want you to read about this and watch the training videos on it. There's actually a thing on the Coach Breaking News right now about how to duplicate the leadership ladder in your organization. All right, the FAQ is 9539. Go to YouTube, type in any top coach that you admire, their name plus leadership ladder, and I guarantee they have a call or a training up there that you can watch. The summit training from last year, Melanie did a great summit training on the leadership ladder at Summit from last year. Go look at that. Educate yourself on it. Always be the student. Don't shy away from something because you're unsure of how it is. Educate yourself on it and understand it more, because the more you understand it, and then whenever you do a call on it, you're going to understand it even more, because you never understand something until you fully teach it to somebody. Then I want you to set goals based on the ladder. So your team volume goals, your income goals, Success Club. Use that ladder to help you get there. You can also set team goals here, all right? You can say, I want to have so many team leaders by year end on my team. I want to have so many business starters joining my team every single month. Set those goals for your team as well. And then look at your organization and see if you're building for stability with the ladder or if you're just building for rank. Because we want you to have a rank that also matches your income. Okay, or an income that matches your rank. All right, we don't want you to be a 3-star diamond coach making the earnings of an emerald. Okay, we want you to match that rank. All right, so that's my call to action. And then just a little tidbit that I tell everybody, I tell this to my team every single week. You have the potential to change your family for generations to come. All right. That's the potential of this business, but you have to be willing to untap it. You have to be willing to put in the work, and you have to be willing to really utilize the gift that you're given to help people reach their goals, both in their health and fitness and in their business. All right. So that's what I got for you guys. Do you guys have any questions for me?
I do.
Go ahead.
Okay. You're so smart. Oh my gosh. I mean, that was like amazing. And I hope it helps everybody on the call. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. My first question is, so when they do it, when they show you your benchmarks from the previous month, is that calendar month?
Yes.
Okay.
It goes from, it's bonus weeks. So it's like, let me look here. So let me pull up my calendar. So like for May, that will be inclusive of the week ending on May 5th, May 12th, May 19th, and May 26th. So some months there are 5 Thursdays in a month. They're great months for leadership ladder. Okay.
Okay. So it is. Okay. That's what I wanted a clarification on. Okay. Perfect. Now here's my second question. In order to motivate your team, do you look at their income? Can we just see how we can motivate them more by that?
What I look at for them is, I have my diamonds page with my leaders, and I'll say to them like, hey, post your screenshot of your leadership ladder. And usually we're very open. We're very close on the team. So usually I don't mind sharing it. If they ever hesitate with that though, they personally message it to me. There's never any issues with it. As far as their income goes, we handle that one-on-one just because it can be a touchy subject for people. Especially for like a brand new coach. If they have an income goal, they need to know how to do it. So if they're income driven, then our focus is going to be volume. We're going to build for volume, not necessarily for rank. So you can add an emerald coach. You can make up to $1,000 per week on cycle bonuses. That's your cap. All right. how about like jaw hitting the floor, right? Wouldn't you love to make $1,000 a week on cycle bonuses as an Emerald? So the potential is there for it. That's your cap at it. So if you teach them how to build certain ways based on their goals, if it is income, you can help them with that. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Someone else, please ask questions.
It's a lot of information all at once. I know.
McFly. Okay, I thought somebody'd get that. Maybe not. Does anybody have any questions? Is anything confusing to you? Like, you need more clarification? Anything? Are you there? Hello?
I think she did a great job going over all of the information. I mean, she explained it so much better than I've ever heard anybody else explain it. So
good.
You did a great job, Allie. I think that I don't have any questions because you did such a good job. You were very thorough.
Good. I'm glad that it helped you to understand it. Really. That's awesome.
Yes, and I know that I've got a lot of work to do after
Biggest gut check ever, right? Biggest gut check. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And the biggest kick in the pants, just like you said. So
yeah. But now you know where to focus, right?
Right.
Now you know where you need to invest your time. And you know what's great is that ladder, if you're, for me it was team volume. That's what I say my upline coaches, I have no direct upline support. My upline collects a paycheck every week off of my team and her upline's team. So she collects almost $1,000 a week just sitting there. Yeah. So it's disheartening, but if you know the areas you need to focus on, you're able to dictate what you need to focus your training, your self-training on for the month. So for me, it was volume. So I educated myself on how team cycle bonuses worked. As a diamond coach, you need that 4 and 4, but that's it. You don't need to keep that left-right cycle going every time you put a new coach on your team. Your strong leg can maintain those 4 active coaches. You can have 30 coaches on your weak leg to build that volume. So just knowing those different little things to help maximize your earnings.
Can we use your chart, Allie?
What was that?
Can we use your chart that you made?
Absolutely. I think I screenshotted that from somewhere in the back office, actually. Yeah, I'll share that with you guys. I'll send it over to Christine. That's no problem.
Thank you.
Holly, what's the best way you found to build your week leg? Like, is it coaches? It's a discount? I mean, you never really know what's going to work. Sometimes they're going to work and then they don't.
Exactly. So how I built my week leg volume was I give, it depends on the person when you sign them up. If I'm in a rank push, I give every coach the option of the discount, every customer when they come to me for a challenge pack, the option of, well, do you want to sign up?
You're not going to take a nap today?
Do you want to sign up?
Are you going to fall asleep at Auntie's house when we're having Mateo's party because you're so sleepy?
No! Maria, you might want to mute.
Ah! Oops.
Whenever you build for week leg volume, what I did was every single person who comes to me wanting a challenge pack, I give them the option right out of the gate for the discount. And if they want the discount, they can put on my week leg. That's how I was building for the longest time. And if they want to sign up after they are a customer, if they want, hey, I love Shakeology, I want to save that 25% on it, week leg. That's where they go. All right. Don't do the constant left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It's great for building at first to get yourself to diamond. But once you're at diamond, then you really have to look and say, okay, let's maximize some earning here.
Definitely doing that. Like, everything goes to that side now. But you said something, in case in point, I was speaking to a 2-star diamond on our retreat. And she's like, going to be 3-star qualifying. I make more money per month than she does. And I'll be diamond at the end of the week. Uh-huh. Yeah. So this is definitely a great tool, because I have my girl that was diamond. She makes a decent amount of money, but she's got a family full of a team. So there's really very few people who are active.
Yeah, it really depends on what drives you. Like, my star diamond upline, she is very driven by recognition. So like she knew the income was going to happen eventually, but she's like, I just want to get there. So she's sitting, my direct star diamond, she is sitting at 10 star right now. She said, I know I could be making more if I didn't have that rank. She's like, but that rank, that recognition was really important to her. So it really just depends on what you want to do with your business. If you're income driven and not being recognized for certain things is okay with you, that's totally fine. But if you are rank driven, shoot for rank. So it just depends on how you want to build your business. Any other questions?
Everybody good? Give me thumbs up, thumbs down, sideways, this way. Okay, we'll let her go. Allie, thank you so much. I mean,
You're welcome.
oh, yeah, I'm just blown away. Blown away. And like I said, when I got on that call with you guys, it really made me sit and think about the benchmarks I need to do for myself and to motivate the team. So hopefully this gives everybody like a good idea of what to sit and look at. And you said, I recorded this, but do you mind sharing the PowerPoint with me?
Oh, sure. I can do that. Yeah, I'll throw it into Google Drive and send it over.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you guys all for getting on. Okay.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Thank you.